to Struggles Continuing videos from Adepticon. This is going to be round 3 of the team event featuring Wheaties and Team Lambe. One quick note in regards to this. Unfortunately, Aubrey was so caught up in the moment, he accidentally misidentified the winner of the match at the end. I do apologize to the individuals that this affected, giving them a little bit of false hope at Adepticon. I do apologize for that. But yes, this is the full match in its entirety. For those who want to go back and view it or just see it for the first time, enjoy.
All right.
Okay, so Team Lambe is first player, and they've just flipped over locate the asset. We are using shifting priorities today in this round.
Right on.
All right, and they flipped over Kraken. Okay, so let's get us on the game now. I think we'll start with... Yeah, we'll start here for now and see where we go. All right. So, Kraken, of course, can move another droid, so that's what's going to be happening first. Looks like we, of course, are moving a MagnaGuard, because that should be the only other option there is, because we're seeing a lot more. I'm actually surprised, although maybe not. We are seeing more teams where they really are picking teams based on their personality and play style and things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Todd's making sure that I'm paying attention.
Yes.
That's good. It's good. And, of course, in the early turns of Shatterpoint, there's not a lot of combat. It's really just you take cover, you advance, you use whatever movement abilities your character and units might have, and then you go on.
That's your uncle. I feel like that's pretty common in most tabletop war games like that.
Let's see.
Who gave X-Wing a microphone?
Right.
So when I was on the MCP stream this morning, someone was like, is there an auction happening in the background?
All right, so of course no scoring on the first turn, but now we're going over to Team Wheaties, and they have the Duke Meister. Yeah, Mr. Dookie himself. So generally, you don't like to see your primaries early on, and out of your order deck. But Dooku is a bit of a special case. He is very defensive, and so putting him out usually just means, hey, this is my point now. You're not doing that. Plus,
I'm going to claim it. I'm going to defend it. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, plus there's a ton of movement that he brings, not just to himself, but to the rest of his team. So you usually will bring him out first. So you're happy to get the Duke Meister at all times, basically.
All right.
Yeah, I think a lot of players, what I like about Shatterpoint is that, well, I mean, the 501st are here. You can win with any unit in this game. But a lot of people are considering Count Dooku to be one of the top primaries just because of how versatile he is.
Okay.
Ugh, sorry about that glare, everybody. We will just tell you what's on the cards. It's okay. We got this. I'm like, where is Dooku's card? And I'm like, oh,
it's
that sheen of light there.
Beautiful sheen.
Wow. Oh, well done.
Oh.
But again, there's probably not going to be a whole lot. Oh, so again, talking about units and things. So in Dooku's case, his range side is pretty cool because it represents his Force lightning. It's his mastery over the Force. So
yeah.
I mean, he has a ranged attack on both sides, but because this one is more focused on that, it's called Force Mastery. So it's really cool. They found a lot of different ways to make to make even just the regular mechanics of the game flavorful.
Yeah.
So there is a ton of movement that's happening right now. So because Dooku is a Separatist primary, Savage also moves because he has an ability when you activate a Dathomirian or Separatist Alliance unit, specifically primary unit, he will also move along.
Like in response to that.
Mhm,
Okay.
Yeah. And then I do believe, because Dooku also moves up a droid, so we're also going to see some action from the MagnaGuards as well. Again, there's a lot of abilities. So once Dooku moves up, of course, because he dashes himself, he dashes one of the characters, and then wow, I'm seeing what's happening here,
Yeah,
because there's also quite a bit of movement on the MagnaGuards, where I'm trying to find the exact wording so that I don't say it wrong way. Todd is the one who put together our book, and he did not do it correctly. He didn't. It's not correct.
I'm sorry, I don't have your OCD brain.
You
It's just the
you just
librarian
don't
brain.
have a librarian brain. Like it's just called alphabetical order, Todd. Just ABC. They teach you ABCs.
I did it kind of by their like Galactic Republic, Separatist.
Okay, all right.
There's
Well,
categories to it, just not alphabetical.
So he categorized, not alphabetized.
okay, all right. Well, I mean, it's good if you know the categories. I suppose. All right. Yes. So protection protocols is what's going into effect now. So what happens is after an allied Separatist Alliance primary unit makes a move action, then protection protocols will go off. You choose a character in the activating primary unit, and then they advance towards the chosen character. So the long movement. here.
Gotcha.
So just going with Dooku, turn 1, he was able to move potentially 1, 2, 3, up to 4.
Wow.
Mach.
Just move on.
Yep. Move hunker from Dooku.
That's very cool. Like having that ability to take your activation with one character and advance a number of them. So that's very like mobile minded.
Yes. And since Shatterpoint is very much focused on getting your models on objectives, controlling those objectives, that's part of what makes Dooku just so good.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually seen Dooku played with Savage very often, and I did not think about just how much movement you get on turn on his first activation.
That's crazy.
Whew. It's exciting. All right, so now we have the opposing MagnaGuards who are going. Now, I will say, by themselves, MagnaGuards do not have a lot of movement. They do move better when Dooku goes first.
Okay.
So
It's a little bit more like dependent on getting Dooku out there quickly.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not that you can't get him where you need him to be. I mean,
Right.
It's fine. It's just we're seeing. You really like to see your MagnaGuards after Dooku.
Okay.
Move. Yep. Another move and take cover.
Yep, that
This
makes
is
sense.
this is pretty straightforward. It's all right. We'll get to the beat 'em up phase very quickly here. Very quickly.
When I was on last round with Todd, I let him know I really like the bloodshed. It's a thing that I'm very much a fan of.
Okay, we're gonna keep you away from the children in the hall.
The goblins.
Yes, that's right.
I joked with Tim that we had to get the like hockey type splash guard over at the MCP table because I was like, it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's like, oh god.
It's Shatterpoint time! Wow. Are we getting
Early
it?
again. Last round it was very early as well.
Yeah, see, so it is always tricky because this is your wild card. This is when you get the opportunity to do whatever it is you need to do. So you don't necessarily like to see it early, but you do have to spend a force if you want to put it back in. So sometimes you just go with it anyway
Yeah.
because you're gonna need that force for other things. And I almost wonder, like, I think I know what I would do, but again, remember everybody, I'm not allowed to talk about that very much because they're right
They're right
they're
there.
right there.
They're right there.
And I talk loud. Even when I'm whispering, I talk loud.
It's a loud whisper. It's a passionate whisper.
Yes, everybody thinks I'm a librarian, so they're like,
So you
well,
must be very
you're quiet. No.
No.
Children's librarian. I deal with the 0 to 5. I deal with the babies. You got to be loud
They
and
need
engage
that,
them. They're like, what's happening? Because everything is new.
Because
Everything
if you are
is
too
new.
soft-spoken with them, they will eat you alive.
Yes.
Savage? All right.
Okay, so wow, I am already fascinated by what I'm seeing here. All right, so looks like they are shatterpointing Savage. So I have a feeling we are about to see our first combat because there's those MagnaGuards are looking mighty tasty over there.
Yeah.
Mighty tasty.
It's interesting because last game, Todd was explaining to me about the early Shatterpoint reveal and how, it could be good, it could be bad, and he shared what he would have done. But from like a force conservation aspect, that also makes sense because there was a point last game where he was like, I don't know if they're gonna have, if they didn't save their force for when they needed it, they might be out. They might not be able to do this thing. So it really does seem like a gamble. And again, that goes with your playstyle too, I think.
Yes, if you're like me, I only have two versions of the game where I somehow make it to the end of my deck and I still have 3 or 4 force because I didn't have to mind trick anybody, or I get halfway through my deck and I'm out of force because everyone is trying to kill my poor Obi-Wan. And I'm like, please stop. Please stop.
Please stop.
Please stop. Oh, I can't stop you anymore. Okay,
Oh,
all right.
no.
Here we are. Yeah, yes. Here's the secret to beating me. Just keep attacking Obi-Wan because I don't want you to.
I love that.
I also might be lying. Mind trick's really good. Keep attacking my Obi-Wan.
Ooh. Actually, keep going.
Survive move, use his climb ability to get up and now attacking in his ground.
Wait, you mean attacking Kraken, right?
Defensive goal was 3 points.
Right. But Todd, they're attacking Kraken, right? You said MagnaGuards. Okay. All right. So Savage has climbed up onto that awesome-looking garage right there and is attacking Kraken. Those evil, evil tactical droids. Ugh, still have nightmares about tackling them. All right, we got 2 successes here. All right, so looking at Savage, I mean, you're either doing damage or conditions. That's all Savage does.
Yeah.
He's separatists. Where are your separatists? There we go. Yeah, so it's either going to be 3 damage and an expose or 4 damage here. My guess is that it's going to be the top one, but we'll see. We'll see.
You got an F1 jump the expertise.
Okay.
And 4 damage.
So oh man, they're just going for death, murder. 5 damage total between the expertise and the 2 successes. What?
Another
It's
one.
Shatterpoint time.
Another one. Wow. All
Whew.
right. Well, let's see what they do.
They just wanted to hear the air horn. I get it. I understand.
The Aubrey horn. I like it.
Oh, if that's
I
how
like
I'm
it.
remembered, it's okay.
Our friend
It's
back
okay.
home is known for doing the brr, 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 brr. And I was like, Sarah's here? It's really funny.
I mean, I don't know if I can pull off a Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean I can pull off an Aubrey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the name. It's Let's see. Oh, I think they're discussing. See, that is the thing. So the Shatterpoint is probably the most intense decision that you could make, And now, because this is a team event,
team, yeah,
you-
yeah.
the discussion is doubled.
Yeah, because your choice doesn't only affect you, it affects your teammates. So it really, I think, has to be like a combined decision.
Oh, we're going deep into the tank here. And I know you can't see this, dear viewers, but we've got some epic beards at the table.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
the beards.
Oh, it's Vader.
Vader, okay.
Daddy Vader's coming to play.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So chat, are you awake? Are you here? Is everybody? I know we don't have any spoilers for you. I mean, we do have some very cool. Let's see, what did Todd do with the super cool range tools?
Oh, the range tools?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all they
So we
got.
got Vader's Fury happening. So again, Vader's Fury adds 2 damage to the damage pool and gives him a full advance, which
Wow.
is crazy. Vader.
These characters are so mobile.
Yes.
That's crazy. But again, like you said, when the objective is to get on the points and keep them, you got to get there.
Yes. Yep, so spending a force for Vader's Fury, that pretty much always happens with Vader because you're almost always wanting to double move and attack. That's what Vader does. Unless you get into the late game and when he's up in everybody's business, okay, maybe you don't.
Yeah.
I know, Jason. No spoilers. All right, so we're flipping over to the Dark Rage side. So this is the fighty kill side. Well, okay, to be honest, with Vader, both sides are the
Both.
fighty kill side.
But this one's less at a distance and more in close range.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, one side, so his Gemso side is what you want to do his ranged attack, but frankly, both sides do so much damage.
Yes.
It's Darth Vader. They wanted Vader to be good.
All he does is kill.
Vader's Fury also makes you stronger, adding the dice, and
Yep, so he's adding the extra dice from your hatred makes you powerful. Because why wouldn't you? Why
Yes.
wouldn't you? It's Vader.
Yeah.
He has 12 stamina. He can take a little bit of damage, take 2 damage, add 3 dice. That ability is insane because he gives it to every melee attack, not just himself. When an allied character makes a melee attack, you can use that.
work rates from his expertise, all forwards are full.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so we've
And
got
that costs. He's gonna
4
take
successes.
He's gonna take 2
Yep,
damage.
he takes 2 damage, but that's
everybody adds 3 dice.
Oh no! So
But, like,
you,
for melee.
you pick yes.
Okay,
you-
I see, I
so
see.
each time you decide, do I want to add Vader dice? So then the unit that is activating will take the 2 damage,
Yes.
and then you add 3 dice.
That's incredible, though.
Yeah.
Like that's very generous. Oh man, that's cool. That's really, really cool.
Well, the fact that it punches up. So when we first learned the ability.
It is 9 damage when Savage has protection, goes down to 8 and gives him a strength.
Okay, so we're looking at a total of 9 damage reduced by 1 from Savage's protection because
Okay.
he just has that as one of his innate abilities, and then a strain. But that strain is going to be pretty tricky because now with the amount of damage that Savage has, he has to remove that strain because if he does anything else, that's going to wound
Okay.
him. He only
Okay.
has 2 stamina left.
Okay.
Oh, and then of course Savage's card got pulled. So I don't know if we're going to see a reserve here. But
yeah.
but on the other hand, Savage has an excellent ability called, what is it, Overpowering Monster or something. Anyway, he likes fighting primaries is the point. Because he gets extra dice when he's fighting primaries. So we might see him just heal and attack. Team
Thanks,
there.
Thunder Chicken.
Wow. All right. Reserving Savage. That is also an option.
Yeah.
Yes, he gets 2 extra dice to his attack roll when he's attacking a primary character. So. Yeah, see, Jason, that's what I thought too, but apparently that's not going to be the play. Maybe we're looking to get you can. So a cool thing about the recover action in this game is that it's not just healing yourself. You can heal any allied character within range 2 of the character.
Okay.
So it's possible they're planning on just using somebody else
Right,
to heal Savage later.
Okay.
Because the one weakness of Savage is he does not have any displacement. His displacement is murdering you.
That's it.
Yeah. He wounds. His only goal is to do wounds.
Yeah.
So I can understand maybe not just trying to tee up into Vader right away. It might be better to either let them try and deal with Savage themselves, or just waiting until later on to do all of that. Who is this James you speak?
I don't know James.
I mean, I just see a Thunder Chicken.
5 damage exposed.
Okay, so we got.
Does not do anything because it was
So we got.
Inquisitorial mandate, he will flip the point.
Yeah, so we've got a Fifth Brother activation here instead of Savage, and he went up and did 5 damage. And hey, Todd, what were the conditions again?
Expose. I heard expose.
Jeez, Vader. Hey, Todd, what were the conditions on that last attack? 5 damage, expose, and just expose. Okay. So it was 5 damage and an expose into strain and a strain. That's what I didn't hear.
Okay.
So expose and strain into the MagnaGuards, which does mean that the point got flipped, not because of the combat, but because of Inquisitorial mandate on the Fifth Brother. So because he's a supporting units are generally 2 models, but they've been giving us a few single model units, and they usually have some effect that lets them punch up in terms of contesting objectives. So Inquisitorial mandate means that as long as there's a tie, he's going to win the tie.
Gotcha.
Regular attack, he doesn't take it.
All right, so Vader is just doing a regular attack, which makes sense. Now that I think about it more, oof, did you say 4 crits? Wow, 4 crits on this, so he's gonna go 4 down. I will say I do like this play on the side of Wheaties, because now that I've thought about it a little bit more, forcing them to use an activation to deal with Savage is probably better than healing Savage and then trying to attack, because the odds of Savage wounding Vader in particular is not good.
Yeah.
Not great. Because generally speaking in this game, and I'm not the one who's done this math, smarter people than me did this math, but on average, you can expect 2 to 3 successes when you're not including stuff like Vader dice or bonus. Basically, ignore bonus dice, all things being equal, an average of 2 to 3 successes.
Okay.
Uh-oh, don't know anything about this. Could you point out? well, they're using Todd's dice, and Todd's dice is notorious for having horrific failures.
They're pretty bad.
And so I tried to fix them. I tried to break the curse. It's not happening. So you will see a flubbed roll here sooner or later. Trust me. So presumably there was a wound. There was a lot of discussion going on here, trying to figure out. Oh, I believe. Okay, so we're a little behind. They're sorting all this out, but I believe what happened is they've moved on to Count Dooku's identity ability. Because he, let's see, brave but foolish. Once per turn, when an allied primary or allied secondary unit is wounded by an enemy effect, after the effect is resolved, refresh to force, then choose an allied separatist supporting unit. One character in the chosen unit may dash or make a 5 dice attack. So, even though we're a little behind, it looks like Savage did get wounded, and now That's what's happening here. So
Okay, gotcha.
it looks like the MagnaGuards just got moved up. That's right, Professor. Let's go. Ooh, it must be round 3. That "let's go" felt a little tired. Let me try again. Let's go. There we go. There we go.
There
All
we
right.
are.
All right.
Better.
For those of you just joining us, we are in round 3 of day 2 at Adepticon here. This is our team premiere event. We are having lots of fun seeing twice as many players making decisions and rolling dice.
Out of reserve, and the plan is that they have discussed is to go and just full on attack Vader to try and take the struggle, because if they kill Vader, they'll win the struggle.
Wow. Okay. So
That
we're
is bold.
So we are on a pretty key turn here. So I must have missed something in there. It looks like Savage was actually in reserve earlier. I thought.
Yeah, remember they pulled the Savage and then they chose
right.
to reserve
It was
right.
because of the shatter point. My
Yep.
bad.
Yep.
I was just here and I saw all of this and I already
No,
forgot.
I know
Anyway.
you're doing this to make me feel smarter, and I appreciate that. I know this game now. I had 2 great teachers.
Anyway, so Savage is coming out of reserve, and this is a key attack here, everyone, because right now we are going to see if this attack is successful. I'm gonna switch to an overhead view, because right now, if this attack succeeds, that will win the struggle for Team Wheaties.
Right.
So this is a pretty big roll, everybody. We gotta do the
This
drum
is
roll.
Very bold.
Now,
Now, how
what?
challenging is it to take out Vader in like one attack like this?
oh no, it's very difficult, because Darth Vader has the highest stamina.
Okay.
I'm never gonna get those right. Sorry, everybody. The highest, he has the highest stamina in the game at 12. Most primaries come in at either 10 or 11, and some primaries even have only 9.
Oh, okay.
So, and then again, on average, your successes, most attacks, 2 to 3 successes. Even on like the best units, you're only looking at 5 or 6 damage from a single attack.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you get really lucky and spike your dice, yeah, there you can maybe get up to like 10 or 11 damage, and there's a couple units out there that can punch a little higher. But actually, the best way to deal with Vader is another Vader.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because Vader hits hard. And another character that's really good at this is Maul. Maul can do a ton of damage. Yeah.
That's what Todd was telling me last round.
Oh my, Thunder Chicken. I hope that's not. Hope that's not the case. Wow.
It wasn't 1 damage because it was a failure, so that's going to trigger Vader's ability.
Okay. Yes. All right. So, looks like only 1 damage is going to go through because of protection. Because there was only, unfortunately, not very many successes on this one. Just a couple of successes, and then that's going to trigger Vader's ability. So, oh no, because Vader has riposte. Isn't that what it's called? Riposte. I believe that's correct. I'm gonna teach Todd the alphabet someday. Yeah, riposte. So there was a failure, so the attacking unit is going to suffer 2 damage back. So that attack did not go the way that we would have wanted it to, but that's okay. That's okay.
I mean, props to them for making such bold strokes, but
Yeah. That's the problem, is that the reason we talk so much about diceless displacement in this game is that it's better just being able to say I'm spending some force and now this point is mine.
yeah. Yep.
So I actually am kind of a Savage fanboy. I really like the Dathomirian clan that they've given us so far, but he is kind of a one-trick pony. He pretty much just does damage in conditions,
Okay.
damage in conditions, and and if his damage doesn't happen, he doesn't really have anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, it's everybody's favorite Obi Kenobi, right? That's got to be everybody's favorite, right, chat? Right. Yeah. Vader out given more than he's getting. Yeah, that's right. That is absolutely correct. All right, so Obi-Wan, of course, starts with his run ability, but Obi-Wan is always very confused. He runs toward the fight instead of away from the fight, like in the show.
As he would.
Yeah. Although my Obi-Wan tends to like to hang out in some far distant corner of the map and not help anyone. He's just sipping his tea.
Yeah.
I mean, Plo Koon and other characters might have had something to do with that, with their force push, but I'm hoping that our Team Lambe's Obi-Wan will actually be effective in this game. Yeah, so he starts with his run ability, which lets you recover and reposition either an engaged character or Obi-Wan himself. And we're going to find, where did Todd put Obi-Wan? Because you know what Obi-Wan doesn't have? The Galactic Republic tag. And you know who does have the Galactic Republic tag? Vader.
Do you want General Kenobi?
No, it's the other.
Just the other.
Where did you put Obi-Wan out of hiding, my dude? I love you, man, but...
Okay, he's not in this half.
I know the alphabet. Okay, there we go. It's all right, chat. I will teach Todd the alphabet. It's great. My favorite is the one from Moulin Rouge too, Izzy. Isn't that great?
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I got a little distracted looking for my book. Looks like Obi-Wan is doing his favorite thing, which is, I disparage him for this, but the best thing you can do with Obi-Wan is put him on a point by himself.
Okay.
Because the way Mind Trick reads, and just since we're doing a teaching lesson here.
Yes.
So Mind Trick reads, when an allied character within range 3 is targeted by an attack, this unit may use this ability. The attack ends. If it is the attacker's activation, it may make another attack targeting a different character. If it does, remove 2 dice from the attack roll.
Oh.
So notably,
Okay.
if there is no one else in range of the attack, you
That's
don't
it.
get another attack.
Okay.
It's just over.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, is it Lambe? I don't know if that helped me, Thunder Chicken. How do we pronounce
Lambe?
Lambe?
Lambe.
Lambe? Okay. Well, I'm sorry if I've been mispronouncing it, everybody. Lambe. I learned most words from reading books.
Right.
So
yeah, the pronunciation's not there. because
yeah.
we read it,
I
we
just
didn't hear it.
the pronunciation's made up and the points don't matter.
Yes.
But all right, Lambe. All right. So Barriss came up on Team Wheaties, and it looks like she has attacked into. I'm trying to see. Yeah, Todd will tell us.
Lamb.
Lambe.
Okay. Lamb.
Thank you, Thunder Chicken. I do appreciate it. I have the kind of name where people can't spell it, people can't pronounce it,
Okay.
they can't figure out my gender.
Is it a different spelling?
No, it's Aubrey, but people, trust me, they don't know how to spell. I've gotten Obre, like I've gotten all kinds of strange
So
spellings.
weird.
Yeah. Wait, Sparkles? I don't know. Thunder
Lambe.
Chicken, am I allowed to call him Sparkles? That sounds kind of personal. Anyway, back to the action. Wait, like Hemi? Oh, Hermione?
Hermie 1.
Like Hermie? What? Wait, Izzy? It's been a long day already, Izzy.
Yeah, right.
You can't confuse me like this. I'm not Todd. I'm not gonna just pick up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
I need more context.
The thing about con life is that you don't sleep.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
You're up late. You're up early.
It's all right. I'm already trying to figure out how to get home the prints I just bought, because they're a lot bigger than I was expecting when I brought them upstairs.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
like, these are as big as my suitcase open.
Shoot.
We'll see. I'll just cradle them on the plane ride.
Yeah, right? Like, this is my carry-on.
This is my baby.
This is my personal item.
Guys attacking the MagnaGuard.
Okay, so Barriss is going to do a 6-dice attack into MagnaGuard. So Barriss and...
35 expertise.
Whoa! Wow! Okay. So, I was just about to say that generally speaking, Barriss does not hit for a lot of damage, but in this case, I think that's just what
That
happened.
made a liar of you.
Yeah.
Shots to one hit, 3 crits are going through with Barriss.
Wow.
Yeah, so 3 crits are going through. So they rolled a ton of expertise on this attack, and so they're getting a bunch of crits. And whew, all right, so we're looking at either a bunch of shoves or a reposition and an expose. It's just gonna. So Barriss's combat tree actually is very good. The problem is that she has this ability called where is it? Faithful Padawan. So when she's with a Jedi primary unit, she can add dice, but the problem is, and both to the allied primary unit and herself, but the problem is they statted her based on that ability happening a lot more,
Okay.
and when she doesn't have that ability, she's only rolling 6 dice.
Right,
So,
okay.
yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. It does not look like they got enough successes to use force push, but you know, always pay the full price.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because what you really want to do is see Barriss go all the way down her tree so she can get a free activation on force push. But I mean, I guess technically you could also do force speed, but let's be real.
Yeah.
Force push is one of the best abilities in the game. You want that one, but you got to pay for it. You got to pay for it.
Right.
Which it looks like.
That's 4 damage shove. Explode and shove.
Wait, 4? Oh, is it the reposition? It's got it. If it's 4 damage, it must be the reposition. So 4 damage, reposition shove. It looks like either expose or another shove. Where looks like Todd's still figuring that out. That's okay. And then yes, after the combat, looks like a force push did happen on Vader to flip control of that middle objective. So Todd, what was the final result of the combat? You still figuring that out?
He doesn't have to do it, so I don't know.
Okay, well, it's at least 4 damage. There seems to be some confusion as to exactly what happened, but that's all right. The important thing is control of the objective did change over to Team Wheaties.
On their side, they passed her.
Okay. So, Dooku is activating on Team Lambe, right? Did I get it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Lambe. There we go. All right. See, by the end of all of this, we will have corrupted Danny, and Danny will be off in the many, many vendor spots, buying every last box of Shatterpoint
All
and
the Shatterpoint.
bringing them home.
Whatever will fit in the carry-on.
Yeah, I've already made that mistake.
Ooh.
It's fine. It's fine. So, of course, there's a lot that goes on at the start of a Duke Meister activation. So, it looks like the Duke Meister is moving up. I'm not sure who he moved with him. I'm trying to remember if there's a... Sometimes with some of these movement abilities, there's a range restriction, and sometimes they're global. And so I can never remember who is who. Yes, okay, so yeah, another allied Separatist Alliance character within 3. So it's possible there just was no one with... It looks like the MagnaGuards were too far forward. Like I was saying, you really want to go with the Duke Meister before the MagnaGuards,
Right.
but you do not have control of your order deck. You got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
So, Jason, if you go on the Longshanks event page, you can see all of at least the different primaries. So you'd be able to tell there. Let me. Whoa!
Wow.
Wow. I mean, Count Dooku, he does punch up. His trees have a ton of criticals.
Yeah.
So on either side, because I'm not sure if he's still on Force Mastery or if they switched over to Makashi, but either way, he has crits for days on his expertise. So let's see. Let me see, Jason, if I can find the Longshanks and drop it in. I mean, I have it, but it's been a minute. Oh, uh-oh. Rules. The rule book got grabbed by the Todd.
And it's back down.
And never mind, it's back down. Okay. Looking for the Longshanks. Okay, so today's event, I will put it in the chat for you. I don't know why I'd started doing this voice.
Ooh. Spooky.
Oh, I feel you, Jason. I'm on well, I mean, I think it's all gone now. Now I'm running on happy thoughts, but but yeah, I'm on 2 energy drinks and a coffee is what got me through the first couple rounds. That was
It's crazy.
all right. Okay, now we've got the other MagnaGuards activating here. Okay. Which, as you recall, they were moved up earlier by the opposing Duke Meister. This is going to be a lot of fun. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of Dooku in these later rounds, just because if you're looking, if you're looking to get into this and you just want to win, you just buy Dooku and you buy General Grievous. You got the whole Separatist Alliance there.
Beautiful.
Go nuts.
Beautiful.
Go nuts. So let's see, how long is the round? So we started, we always start a little bit late because we've got to get the players over here, but we are roughly 55 minutes in a 2-hour round. Yeah. Izzy, can I ask for a game recap? Do you think I know what's happened? I tell all of you so I don't have to remember.
There was an attempt on Vader's life.
Yes, but
it did not work out.
it only cost him an arm and a leg. Daddy Vader's on the table, so I get to make punnies.
I love it.
Let's see. So some recent stuff. There was a moment where Savage, if Savage had successfully attacked Vader, it would have flipped this struggle immediately on the spot. But that is not what took place. So that was probably the most exciting thing. Yeah. Oh, all right. Here we go. Here we go.
I know Dan was very excited when the 501st came out.
The 501st. I mean, they are iconic. It is
right.
Awesome. And you know what? You can win with any unit in this game. I believe that. It's just some require a bit more effort than others. So we're going to see what happens with the 501st here.
And I feel like that's kind of the thing with like any tabletop game where like, especially when you have something so entrenched in lore like Shatterpoint, that he was excited purely for the fluff in the background and stuff like that. And it was difficult when it was like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Not so much.
So, I mean, just to talk a little bit about Galactic Republic here. So the problem is that Galactic Republic, they decided to really revolve around the hunker token mechanic. Even General Kenobi, which we haven't seen on any of our games, but he has an ability that actually makes the hunker tokens stickier. They don't go away during melee.
Okay.
So you're switching sides if team Lambe didn't bring him. well, I hate to say you don't get to switch sides. Yeah, no, they are.
Yep.
So Lambe is playing Dooku and Vader 1. That's Darth Vader Jedi Hunter, and Wheaties is playing the Duke Meister as well, but alongside Grand Inquisitor. So that's who we've got on as for primaries. But then let's see, where was I? Oh, so the hunker tokens. The thing is that if you don't have Obi-Wan, the hunker tokens fall off when you get into melee.
Okay.
And the problem with that is, especially in the later turns, as you're getting deeper into the round, you get into melee a lot.
Right, yeah.
So it's one of those things, like, for example, almost all of the clone troopers have Brother in Arms, which is, while they have one or more hunker tokens, they gain Steadfast, which means the first push in combat just does not happen.
Oh, okay.
So they're
Okay.
really, so they are good,
Mhm.
but
But hanging on to those hunker tokens is difficult.
yeah, it's
Okay.
pretty key.
Okay.
You pretty much need them to always have a hunker, and that can't always
Yeah.
be the case.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is they're kind of statted. They have less stamina. Stamina? Yeah. No. Durability. I get them. I'll figure it out someday, everyone. Whatever. They also have lower stats because it's presumed that they're always going to have hunkers.
Right.
But again, you don't always have
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Yeah. Jason, you are making a good point. I am so excited about playing Bad Batch with General Kenobi. That's going to be probably one of the first things I do once that box comes out. I've been trying from the beginning to make the Galactic Republic work, but this is my first tabletop game.
Okay.
You can win with them, but it requires a lot of attention to detail, a lot of careful decision making, and I'm not there. I'm not there.
Yep.
So I switched to the dark side because it's easier. Anger, hate, aggression.
Whatever's easiest. That's what I'm about.
Plus,
Oh my gosh.
Darth Maul is quite the drug. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a lot of fun to play with Darth Maul, who is in the core set.
Yeah.
And I think Maul is one of the better primaries. If you learn to manage his hand me the rule book. I need to fix this. Is it durability or stamina? Somebody tell me in chat.
This man is a stickler for his vocabulary.
Mm-hmm. Well, the problem is they seem very. All right. So reminder, everyone. Durability is the number of injury tokens a unit can have before being defeated. Stamina is the number of damage tokens a unit can have before being wounded. So it's stamina is your health. Stamina.
Phew.
Anyway, why go Republic when you can go
Mando.
Hey,
I love it.
that Beskar armor is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. Yeah. Okay. All right. So got a little distracted talking about state of the game and things. It looks like we did not have an attack from the 501st. They just moved up, which that is a common play, particularly with the clone troopers. Like I said, they're a little squishy, especially if you are running them with Vader, because Vader is very killy, and so they just moved up and did not get in the middle of the fray. And now we have a Grand Inquisitor playing Grand Inquisitor.
Oh.
Because that's what I was told. I was told I can only refer to Ross's teammate as either Godliness or Grand Inquisitor. His
Oh.
name is unknown otherwise, and definitely not written on my notebook right here. But that's what I was told. That's what I was told. Oh man, we are leaning in. We are leaning in deep here. You're getting up close and personal with the Grand Inquisitor. Trying to see what happened there. So, in case you're wondering, my eyes in the sky wandered off for a minute. So that's why I'm trying to do a little bit more guesswork here, because Todd's doing the other work. There's a lot going on here.
He's talking to like an official person with a red flag on their badge. Oh, he's coming back.
Yep, there we go.
Don't worry, it's all good. Don't panic.
They didn't wave a red flag.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
just got the red flag.
Yeah. So chat, are we excited about Din Djarin? What? I don't know. Yeah. So hopefully. I do apologize, everyone. I should be updating you on the struggle tracker, but I'm having too much fun talking about everything else.
Yeah.
So, notably, on Team Lambe's side, the struggle tracker is full, and they're just moving back and forth on Wheaties' side of the struggle tracker because there has not been a... Correct me if I'm wrong,
It's Lambe, not Lambe.
Yeah, they already fixed it in chat. It's all good. Yeah.
That's okay. No
Yeah.
one should ever apologize for correcting people on the pronunciation
Yeah,
of
no.
their name.
I want to pronounce her name correctly.
Yep.
My name's just as difficult for people. I feel you, man. Anyway. Oh, man, I got somebody's spouse coming after me, chat.
Watch out.
Uh-oh.
Wives are crazy. I should know I am one.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Although no one ever gets Dan's name wrong.
I don't know. My fiance and I like to joke that I'm the wife in our relationship.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
I like that.
anyway, Beef Dragon, you have returned. Dun, 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 dun. And Curtis, you're right.
Didn't you said that you thought Dan and I were the same person? Like you
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
realize there were two of us?
Yeah, I was having fun. So this is my first time, interacting with everybody from Professional Casual Network. This is my first con, Adepticon at least, and my first time streaming. And so when they...
2 damage from Grand Inquisitor into the MagnaGuard.
Okay, so we've got 2 damage from Grand Inquisitor into the MagnaGuard. So not a too effective attack. Yeah, I know, right, Izzy? That struggle tracker is pretty insane. But anyway, so they were explaining to me about Dan and Danny, and I was getting confused because I thought they were just talking about the same person.
Yep.
And eventually I was like, wait.
Wait a second.
Okay,
Wait a
so we
second.
finally got through struggle 1.
Okay. Phew.
So we are on shifting priorities. So we are going to be going to struggle 2, and we're going to need a new exit. So of course it is oriented on Team Lambe because they were first player, but now they've got to make a selection as to what spots they're going to use, which it looks like. Well, they're flipping objectives down. Maybe they're still deciding. And of course, we are at the end of the order deck, so they're shuffling, refreshing force. Hey, which one? Oh, okay. So it is the bot. My bad. Well, I'm looking and. Oh, it's because they put a. Because shouldn't. Okay. Got it. All right. So what we've got is looking at the board. So the 2 objectives on the left side of your view. So the top and bottom objectives are going to be on, and then it is the middle objective on the right side of the field that is going to be active. And so we're still doing the shuffling, and it looks like you didn't even tell me, Todd. It's Shatterpoint time.
Shatterpoint.
Well, yeah, because somebody just handed me the card and expected me to figure it out. All right.
All right.
Daddy Vader is
Well.
shatterpointing. Oh, boy. I'm sensing murder, death in someone's future very,
Coming
very
out
soon.
hot.
All right, so I think we're gonna switch views here. Try and get yeah. Try and get a slightly better view. So Vader's currently kind of towards the bottom left of the map, just a little bit tucked underneath that gantry there. So fortunately, man, that angle, you can't you can't see him that well even from here. You can see his base. He's right underneath that terrain piece there. Oh well. Oh well. We're trying, chat. We're trying.
Oh wow.
That looks like a Vader roll. A lot of dice.
Amazing block, defensive roll there by the Inquisitor.
Wow. All right. So we had a great defensive roll, and wow. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So was that just a completely nullified attack because of the expertise?
The Vader just does 3 crits going through it.
Okay. So 3. Oh, it wasn't Grand Inquisitor. It was Fifth Brother he was attacking. Oh, my bad. Okay.
So you didn't have Vader's Fury, so 2 damage from that, so 7.
So it's going to be 7 total damage into Fifth Brother.
Fifth Brother is still up with 2.
Wow, Fifth Brother is still up, everybody.
Wow.
And a strain. Okay, all right. Whew, that was honestly, that could have been worse for Fifth Brother, actually.
For sure.
Okay. So let's see where the priority objective is moving to. Okay, so it is on the shield. So the one that's should already be controlled by Team Wheaties, so they're going to be happy about that.
It's a pretty good advantage right there.
Oh, okay. So Savage went into reserve, and
Again?
all the shatter points. It's shatter point time. What's going on with these decks? They want to
crazy.
They want to just do them back to back to back to back.
Yep.
Okay.
They're like, let's just get this done.
Hey, I mean, I did have a game where Plo Koon, my opponent's Plo Koon. I was playing against Sam. She's one of the local players, and she activated Plo Koon 5 times in the course of one game. Like just because every time her first or second card was Shatterpoint. On every time she refreshed her deck, rip Shatterpoint, refresh, rip Shatterpoint, and just Plo Koon. My Obi-Wan literally went into a corner from a number of pushes and
oh my gosh,
things. Like he was just gone.
I'm out of here.
All right, so a lot of discussion trying to figure out who is going to get Shatterpointed here. Looking at abilities, it's double the decision making, double the fun. Trying to see here.
Oh,
What?
my autograph is needed.
Oh.
I have to sign these factory sealed VHS tapes.
Very important. Very important.
If you want a copy of Rush Hour 2, signed by the PCN crew, or Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, or Austin Powers Gold member, all factory sealed VHS tapes. All you have to do is buy merch here at Adepticon, and you get it free.
That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, so some discussion going on here about the 5-0 about the 501st's positioning. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yes, right. Abby, somebody is running the 501st. And remember, these are both of these teams are 2-0, currently undefeated.
Oh, give me that one after you sign it for art.
Right. This is amazing. Of all of the units that I was expecting,
They're
the
going back.
501st was not one of them. And unless somebody was doing some cheeky, premier lists with all Republic. And even then, we almost have enough options where you don't have to run the 501st unless you want to,
Yeah.
which somebody does. People are getting excited all around us. Everybody, we're at one end of the hall, but there's still a lot going on.
So much. And it's like you can feel so isolated in here and not even realize that there are like 4 other halls that are just full of tabletop gaming.
Oh,
It's
yes.
crazy.
Yes, absolutely. There's so much going on. I don't even know how much is going on.
Yeah.
It's just
To the
too
point
much.
where they had to overflow to another hotel for the Armada stuff,
Right.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. The poor Armada players got shoved into a completely different
Yeah.
location.
Like, all right, you go over there.
It's all right. It's all right.
They love each other. It's fine.
Right. See, seen in the wild right here, and it's working.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly. Remember, we are in a premier tournament. It's just have modified team rules. So, I mean, you do have to play with all 4 of your squads throughout the tournament. So some people treat it as you have 2 teams and you have 2 teams. Some people like to have one team they run every single round, and then they run it with each of their other squads that they brought with them. So you're going to see a little more variety just because of the additional requirement of, I believe the rule is called "You cannot escape your destiny." It's a tournament rule.
Okay.
So yeah, you can't just beat on people with Vader all day long.
Yeah.
You got to at least bring. Well, I mean, you can if you run him with every single other squad you've got, I guess. So maybe I shouldn't say that. But you have to run them with different units throughout the day. So.
Adds a little bit of like diversity to stuff. I like that.
501st is why I haven't run Plo Annie before. Well, hey, but I mean, if you get the mace box, you do get those ARF troopers. Usually you see the ARF troopers almost exclusively with me. All right. Okay, so it looks like we finally got our Shatterpoint activation. It's going to be Dooku moving. As we've discussed already, the MagnaGuards get to trail along. They just follow their little friend, the Duke Meister.
Duke, my stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, just looking and seeing, trying to figure out what's
Looks like we're sliding into the 501st.
into the 501st. All right. So we are gonna get some Force Lightning on some clone troopers. Those poor troopers. I don't think they're gonna be too happy about this.
Probably not. It's gonna be shocking.
Oh. It's just because Daddy Vader's on the field.
That's right.
That's the only reason
Yep,
why we're being
yep.
so punny.
I have that full license for the puns.
A license to pun. All right. So we got our offensive roll, defense. Oh.
Blocks everything, but there's 1 damage from the SRT charge that we go through.
Okay, so everything was blocked, but we did get a damage from the expertise chart, so there's just 1 whole damage. Man, those clones must have better armor than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is this? So now we have flipped over on the other side, Dooku. Yeah, I hope y'all like the Duke Meister because we are getting on the Dookie train. I don't wait. Okay, we're just gonna pretend I didn't say that. You are getting stream of consciousness at this point, so apologies in advance. All right, so it looks like they rolled the failure, so that is going to be the bottom left objective on your screen. So we're probably going to see an attack and then a movement, but yeah, so their Dooku is currently in front of the middle left objective, and oh, maybe not, going the other way. Okay. Right, so looks like the Duke Meister is gonna go and get on that top left objective. I am also intrigued to see an absence of Jango here. Now, it's possible that Jango Fett is just in one of their other lists, because again, you gotta run different squads each round. But you know, not as much diceless displacement in either of these lists. You're welcome, Izzy. I'm here to provide the most professional of casual content.
That's what we're here for. Boop, boop. Gives a whole new meaning to toot toot. Toot, toot.
Oh no. I did a thing. It's all right. It's
okay.
Yeah, hopefully this is not how I'm remembered. What was the other thing I was going to be remembered by? I don't even know now.
Yeah.
See, I don't even remember it. So.
Because this has now taken up that space in your brain.
Yeah. There's only so much bandwidth up there.
Yep.
And I did not pay for the extra.
After the expertise, both crits will get reduced to failures, and he gets one block, so only 2 strikes left and roll.
Wow. Yep. Okay, so we're seeing expertise charts turning crits to failures here, and with all of the blocks and everything, there's only going to be 2 successes, right? Yeah. Just checking. Yeah, so it looks like it did end up just being the 3 damage. And now we've got Barriss up. Oh. That's going to be an interesting one. Again, Barriss sometimes hampered by her need to use so much force, but because again, she does have force speed, which is very strong. You see a lot more often you spend a force and you get a dash, but Barriss gets the full advance.
Full going.
Yeah, so she can generally do a double move, advance, although there's a lot of enemy territory to cover there.
Yeah.
Looks like Barriss is going to be going into the MagnaGuards, what it looks like. Hey, Todd. Todd can't hear me. He's too focused. He's deep in. Ow. Okay, so 2 crits. And she's attacking MagnaGuards, right? She's attacking MagnaGuards? Yeah.
Okay.
Just getting confirmation. Attacking MagnaGuards.
Did you roll dice?
They're too excited in this corner.
MCP people here are crazy.
They are rowdy.
Crazy.
Don't they know we are trying to play a serious game of Shatterpoint over here?
Very serious. They're too much on the casual side of the professional casual.
Oh, they're the most casual of professionals.
That's true.
Yeah, that was definitely a good block. There, Izzy. And the fun that is getting the gantry back on the
Oh my
terrain.
gosh. What a pain.
Remember, this is getting to the end of round 3 here. In fact, we should be. Yeah, yes, Todd's dice are warming up. I was just realized I should probably keep an eye on the time here. See what's going on. Because that was a pretty long struggle one. Although shifting priorities, that's kind of the little bit of the difference between it and Sabotage Showdown. It tends to lead to a very long struggle one, especially if both players are playing well and positioning well.
Yeah.
It can be hard to break the parity. That's what we saw a lot of in struggle one. So struggle 2 and 3 tend to go a much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like we are roughly about 15 minutes away from mission critical here, everyone, which I have a feeling that might happen because despite Vader trying to provide as much dice as possible, you do have to be careful. You don't have to use his ability, and that damage can add up over the course of the game.
For sure, yeah. I feel like it would be really challenging to toe the line with that and not really like shoot yourself in the foot, so to speak.
Yeah, or saber yourself in the foot.
Saber yourself in the foot.
Yep.
Which, like, everyone thinks that like lightsabers are all well and good, but like if half the people who wanted a lightsaber got a lightsaber, we would have so many amputees. That's crazy, and I would be one of them for sure.
Yes.
Yep.
So I do Korean sword fighting, and
Ooh.
I know, fancy, right?
That's so cool.
And one of the things that they have to teach you over and over and over is how to sheath your sword. That's all.
Yep.
Just sheath your sword.
Yep.
Because the most likely outcome for an inexperienced person is that you will stab yourself while sheathing your weapon. Or
I can see it.
even just like in between your thumb,
Yeah, right?
your thumb and your pointer finger, like you might just nick yourself. Which okay, not the end of the world, but
It's a diddly dang sword.
right?
Woo.
Yeah. So they, in fact, getting your first dan in a black belt. So with black belts, you go first, second, third, and so on.
Yeah.
So that's when my teacher says, okay, now we know that you at least know how to not hurt yourself. Oh, all right. So Obi Kenobi went into reserve, and Kraken is going to tee up instead.
Oh, okay.
All of Star Trek. Hey,
Which
you know
one?
what? When I was a kid, I thought because I was taught less than nice things about fandoms because I liked Star Wars, I wasn't allowed to like Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
That's not allowed.
Yep.
Vader is better than Captain Kirk.
Yes.
But then, there were only so many Star Wars movies that you could watch before the prequels came out. There's only 3 of them, and you could only watch them
So many times.
so many times.
Yes.
Right, Danny? So then there was this show on TV, and at this point it was reruns, but Next Generation. And have you seen Patrick Stewart?
I love The Next Generation. I love it.
Oh,
Yes.
so good.
So good.
And then it turned out, apparently, you can like both
Both things.
Both things?
Yes.
I can like more than one thing?
Yeah.
I'm amazed. All right, so Kraken is, of course, doing some of his movement shenanigans, and looks like some decisions are getting made here. Uh-oh. Everybody, look busy. The big judge is here.
He's here.
Don't
He's got the pin. He's got 2 lanyards.
don't
Woo!
say anything about Star Trek.
None.
We were just talking about Star Wars the whole time.
Star Wars.
Definitely don't bring up which ship would win the Millennium Falcon or the USS Enterprise. I mean, one's a capital class starship and the other is your dude's van. But,
Yeah,
you know,
it's fine.
the Falcon will definitely win,
Yeah.
right?
But your dude is really good at driving that van, so.
That's funny. That's funny. All right. So here is a fun thing that that newer players don't always realize. So the way the movement rules work, as long as you stay on the same elevation at the end of the move, that is a legal move.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay.
you can essentially, and I'm not sure how a tactical droid is doing this, but you can quote unquote jump, not the jump ability, everybody calm down. You can move across empty space as long as you stay on the same elevation. So that's what Kraken just did.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I didn't understand that at first. I was like, well, don't I have to like walk on the bridge and walk around? I'm like, my range tools does that little
Yeah.
movie thing, lever, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
words. But no, you can just go
whoop.
straight at where you want to go as long
the
as you can
crow
make it.
flies. Yep. That's very cool.
Yeah, I just think of that scene in Kenobi. Wait, have you seen the Kenobi show?
No, but you can spoil it.
Oh, well, this isn't really a spoiler. There's a fight scene where they're fighting through a city on a planet, and they are leaping from like building
cool.
to building, and it's a pretty cool fight sequence.
Yeah.
And that's just what I think of. That scene specifically is what I think of when we're playing Shatterpoint. Is the jumping through the places. It's a lot of fun.
It's very cool.
All right, Kraken is making an attack here, everybody. I think into fifth brother. I'm trying to see based on the dice. Again, Todd is in communication with our very official judge over here. Ooh, so I'm gonna do my best to figure out what's going on. Well, once they put damage counters on something, I'll be like, oh. I totally knew what was going on, right? Totally.
It's all about context clues.
That brings new meaning to more machine now than man. Okay. Yeah. I mean, one of the early menaces in Shatterpoint's life cycle was Vader Grievous teams. And that is what a lot of people liked to call their team, is more machine than man. The funnier version was Asthma Bros.
Oh, okay.
But it turns out that team is very much a one trick pony. Like it does damage, and it does more damage. So once you figure out how to handle damage,
Right, working on
it's
that,
not
yeah.
it's not as scary. Are you allowed to try, or is that against Yoda rules? It is always do or do not. But also measure twice, move once. All right, so we got MagnaGuards activating on Team Wheaties side. Team Skynet. That's funny you bring that up, because that's kind of what's currently happening in the Star Wars comics and Vader comics right now. There's this whole Dark Droid series where this entity is trying to take over all of the droids in the galaxy and use them to exterminate all organic life. So Team Skynet's not that far off. That's a little terrifying. Imagine that thing trying to get into Vader's mechanical parts. Scary. All right, so it looks like the MagnaGuards are climbing up a ladder to get on that middle right point. Okay, so we are firmly in the moving it. Yep, no, not mission critical yet. That's what I 8 minutes. We are 8 minutes away from mission critical.
Right.
I had a feeling that's what Todd was clarifying
so,
was
yeah.
the exact timing, because I was giving you all an estimate earlier. Remember, I don't know everything. That's why I have people helping me.
And that's a strength to admit it, you know.
Like, the older you get, the more you should realize how little you know.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, it's time for everybody's favorite Obi Kenobi. Come on, chat. That's your favorite. It's Obi-Wan.
Give it up. Put your hands together.
So Obi-Wan is finally done sipping tea over in the corner. I mean, have you met Anakin and Ahsoka? There's a reason most of Obi-Wan's scenes when he's not fighting is him taking a
He
drinky
just needs
drink.
a break, man. Those kids are crazy.
All right, so Obi-Wan is moving to guard that back point. Okay. That doesn't... Oh... So we've got... Wow. So we just got... so Run moved him back, then he focused, fired off an attack. That turns into 3 crits, 4 strikes. Now we're seeing the defense roll, but that is into MagnaGuards. Okay, so going into the opposing MagnaGuards. Wow. Okay. So that's probably one of the best Obi-Wan attacks I think I have ever seen. Oh, Todd, we will teach you the alphabet later. Okay. All right. So, in fact, that is more successes than Obi-Wan Kenobi Out of Hiding even has. He can only go 4 down his tree. Like that is impressive. So. All right, we're still about 5 minutes away from Mission Critical. Thunder Chicken, I absolutely agree with you. Yeah. Darth Jar Jar is real in my heart. Now hang on, Zach. I am beginning to feel here, only on day 2. I'm kind of beginning to understand that a little better.
Yes. Same. Sometimes you just gotta lie down and take it. It's fine.
Oh man, yeah. No, I thought I was gonna die after only getting 3 hours of sleep and then getting up to get on the plane to come over here to
Oh
Chicago.
my gosh.
It was I just did not fall asleep. I was like, whatever, I'll be fine.
fine.
And then I was basically zombified and going in and out of consciousness on the whole plane ride.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
I would love it if Lucasfilm, or really Disney, I guess at this point, would do something similar to what they did with Marvel with the What If animated series.
They're going to.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh God, that's so cool.
They announced it, and I wish we had more details.
Yeah.
All we know is that they're doing a Star Wars What If, and that's all we know. We know
Oh my
nothing
gosh.
else.
That's so cool.
And I'm simultaneously so happy about it, and so annoyed that we know nothing.
right,
Like we don't.
tell
have
us something.
All right. So again, we're getting distracted again. Back to the Shatterpoint. Back to the Shatterpoint. You didn't come here for Star Wars lore. You came here for Shatterpoint. Fine. So.
Potato.
Yeah. Fifth brother jumped up and is laying into Kraken. Whew. 1 crit goes through. Okay. Which, I mean, sometimes all you need is 1. You know, sometimes love is all you need. Oh wait, am I gonna get in trouble just for quoting quoting songs?
How dare you? No, I think it's got to be 10 seconds of the song, or more than 10 seconds. That's when you start getting in trouble.
What do you think, chat? Will Todd disown me if I just go through his whole book and start alphabetizing it?
I think you should just do it. Just do
I'm gonna make my own book with alphabets and everything.
What?
Yeah. So one success. Yeah. On Fifth Brother is great. You know, pushing a damage. Like basically, when we are looking at new units that are released, the first thing everybody's looking for is where do I get the push? Where's the push?
Give me the push. Push it real good.
Oh no. Oh, what if Shatterpoint models? Oh,
That would be
chilly.
very cool.
That's
So he takes cover down underneath.
okay.
Take
All right.
cover.
Yep. All right. So took cover, getting all up on that objective and scoring 2 points. All right. Here we go. It's time for the 501st. Where did hey Todd, where did the priority objective go? Oh, my bad. I was just early. Oh, hey, what happened to the camera got bumped, I'm noticing. Oh, chat didn't even yell at me. Hang on a sec.
Ooh.
Hey Todd, I don't know what happened, but the camera got bumped. You can't see if you look.
Dice cam.
Dice cam specifically. We can only see.
Better.
Perfect.
What a stud.
Hey, look at that. Todd's helping us out, making everything better. That's why he's here.
It's kind of a superpower.
Hey,
you're a
if these
streamer at a
roles
con.
if these roles were reversed, Todd, I don't know if I have the wherewithal to adjust the camera right now. I mean, I don't know if I had the wherewithal even when I was awake. It's all right. So, but yes. Anyway, what if Shatterpoint models would be amazing?
That would be so cool.
But we're talking way too far ahead.
Yeah.
We're talking about a show that doesn't exist yet. We don't know what's in the show, and then you want AMG
Models,
to make
yes.
models
Yes.
based on a show that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my grown-up Ahsoka. Like I want another Ahsoka with the white
that's all we
blades.
want, yeah.
Right?
I know MCP, we have like a what if event, not specific models, but just it's like a snake draft of every character in the game. And then it's like, yeah, it's very cool.
That sounds fun.
It's really, really cool.
Now, I know AMG is working very careful to make sure Shatterpoint and MCP are distinct games from one
Yes.
another. But I do kind of hope that we get some of this stuff, or at least, or maybe just a variation, something
Sure.
that's more
Yep.
Shatterpoint. Okay,
Mission
so
Critical.
Mission Critical is happening. So as a reminder, when Mission Critical happens, at the end of each turn, a momentum cube is going to get added. So,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's an addition to any other effects, and so it starts to speed up the game in these last 30 minutes.
Okay.
Now, I will say on Team Lambe, I'm going to get this right. Team Lambe has so many tokens already.
Right.
It's not going to help them that much because you don't add any more once you fill
Okay.
up your side. So
Gotcha.
oh,
That was going to be my next question.
Grand Inquisitor is walking. So you've been silly. Why is Team Lambe struggling so much? The thing is that Grand Inquisitor does do a great job of playing defense. A lot of people don't like playing him because he's not as much of an offensive character as I think people were expecting. Oh, wow. Whew. All right. Shove, disarm, shove, 4 damage. All right, that will flip the point, score 3. They then added the cube for Mission Critical. I just said the word. I'm like, where'd the thing go? Oh, we have a Vader flip here. Ooh, that is going
Okay.
to be. This is going to be pretty key here. All right, trying to move Vader around. Remember, I know the camera angles are a little awkward here. It could be hard to see. Let's switch over since it is Vader time. So Vader is again. All right, so Vader is throwing 7 dice into Fifth Brother, and okay, there we go. They removed the gantry so we could actually see what's happening.
Good.
I thank you, fellow players. 4 crits. Wow. Okay, Daddy Vader is going to Crit City. Whew. And that's not even. And that wasn't even with the extra dice.
Wow.
Those 4 crits are going to go through.
Yep. 4 crits are going through. I have a feeling Fifth Brother. Yes, he is about to bring what is it? Freedom, justice, and peace. No, security. Freedom, justice, and security to his new empire. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Ooh.
1 crit at a time.
No, 4 crits
4
at a time.
crits at a
That's
time.
isn't that the second time we've seen a
I
Vader
think
with
so,
4
yeah.
crits? Like, ooh. Yes, Vader is definitely doing Vader things. Yeah, so sounds like 6 damage is probably going in. I'm trying to see if Fifth Brother has. I believe that is going to wound Fifth Brother just based on what I'm seeing over here, but we'll get confirmation. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe that they had already put the damage on. So never mind. I thought Fifth Brother had more damage from before, but I guess not. Anyway, so just check the dice. No, Zach. The dice is finally working. It's been like a day and a half of Todd's dice not working because that is Todd's dice on the table. I had nothing to do with anything that happened on that dice. I tried to fix them earlier. It didn't work.
Oh boy.
Tried to blow on both dice, on all the dice twice. Didn't help. No.
Nothing.
They're finally just waking up. They went, oh, you're supposed to roll strikes and criticals? I didn't know that.
Oh.
That's your job.
Oh. They missed that memo.
Yeah, I think what's happening actually here is they're trying to make it up to us.
This is Savage. After Savage's turn is over, he will be leaving the battlefield.
Ooh, so notably, this will be Savage's final activation. So, as a reminder, once a character receives wounds equal to its durability, it will get 1 final activation, and then they will leave the table. Now, of all the units to go, Savage is actually, I feel, okay because his job is to be the tank. He
Okay.
has protection and steadfast innately, so he stops his first shove. Protection is 1 fewer damage, so he tends to get beat on a lot because you have to hit him hard.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's one of the cool things about Shatterpoint. If you played other tabletop games, there will be times where you don't even get to play. They'll just remove your units before they can even fight.
Oh,
and
it's so frustrating.
yeah, and in Shatterpoint, that's not what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Savage is doing his favorite thing. There we go. He's attacking into Vader because he'll get that extra dice. And wow. Oh, okay. So we got 2 crits. Some expertise. Because really, when a model leaves the table, the best thing you can do is try to deal out as much damage or conditions as possible because
For sure. Yeah.
their positioning is no longer going to matter.
Yeah.
Strain, disarm, expose, and 5 damage.
There you
Yep,
go. Just like you said, that's
yep.
a lot of stuff.
Yep, that
good
is
final
what
turn.
that is what you want to do. It is funny. The Dathomirian bros, Maul and Savage, are the ones that tend to leave the table because they get up in the fray. Maul likes to deal damage to himself. Savage, everybody just beats on him until he runs. Not till he runs away. He doesn't run away.
Yeah.
So it's just funny that the design is it's actually very emblematic of the characters,
I
right?
like that.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we're getting a clarification on the becoming defeated and what happens there. Just remember, so it's after you do everything on your turn. So he would any control that would happen. Oh, maybe they're not finding the ruling. I mean, it's under becoming defeated. Looks like they're figuring it out. Because there is confusion, especially when you're first playing. You don't see models leave the table very often.
Right.
So it kind of becomes an experience in and of itself because it does not happen unless you play a lot of Maul. Maul had to be careful. Oh, okay. So they got the rule clarification, and we see the handshake. So that is it. So the winner chicken dinner here was Team Lambe. Look at that.
And that was round 3 of the team event live from Adepticon. Again, great match by both sides there. Team Wheaties coming out victorious in the end. Again, want to apologize to all of the people from Team Lambe that were watching on stream or watching this video and got a little bit of false hope in regards to who the winner was. Congratulations to them for doing as well as they did, and to Team Wheaties for the victory that they had. Join us for more content here later on. We're going to keep uploading all those videos for your viewing pleasure. May the Force be with you.